when it comes to NBA superstars like LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Luka Doncic, I mean, those are the obvious guys, right? Then you talk about guys like maybe Jason Tatum, maybe Devin Booker, is in the conversation. But I got to ask the question, people. Why on earth do we keep excluding Donovan Mitchell from the conversation of who's an NBA superstar in today's league? Why is Donovan Mitchell not in the conversation more? Donovan Mitchell is developing into a legitimate NBA superstar. Many people wrote off the Utah Jazz last year after losing to the Denver Nuggets in a very tough 7-game series. But this year, Utah has responded, okay? And they have the best record in all of basketball. And a big reason why is because of Donovan Mitchell and how much he's grown as a player. I know he's had some injuries this year. He's missed some games. But we just saw the Utah Jazz in game number 1 of the playoffs versus the 8th-seeded Memphis Grizzlies lose at home without Donovan Mitchell. If you watch that game, there's no way you can tell me that the Memphis Grizzlies come out on top if Donovan Mitchell is playing in that game. There's no way the Grizzlies win that game if Donovan Mitchell is playing. Donovan Mitchell is very valuable to the Utah Jazz because he's their best player. He's their best and most dynamic offensive player. He's their shot creator. He's one of their best playmakers. Donovan Mitchell is really underrated as a scorer. He had a career-high 26 points per game this year. He's also a very solid shooter. For his career, he's shooting 36% from 3. And he's also really taken a big step as a playmaker. When Donovan Mitchell got to the NBA, he was more of a guy that just could score the basketball, but now he's really putting the ball on the deck and making plays for his teammates. He plays solid defense. He's already a 2-time All-Star, and I believe Donovan Mitchell should have won Rookie of the Year. Okay, I felt that he was robbed of that award, and it's very funny. We praise guys like Bradley Beal and Devin Booker for putting up points, but losing consistently. Okay? And we praise Ben Simmons for all the things that he can do, but we don't acknowledge what the guy can do. He's a lousy shooter. Not a good free throw shooter either. Okay? Not a closer. Doesn't have the alpha mentality. We need to give Donovan Mitchell his flowers because he's one of the more complete players in the game of basketball. And in the playoffs, where the money is made and where things count, as a rookie, Donovan Mitchell beat Russell Westbrook, Paul George, Carmelo Anthony, and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Obviously, it's a team game, and Utah had good players on the court besides Donovan Mitchell, but he was the best player in that series, in a series where Russell Westbrook, Paul George, and Carmelo Anthony were sharing the same basketball court as him, people. Okay? As a rookie, he was the best player. Unbelievable. He won that series. At least he was a big contributing factor to why Utah won that series. And last year, versus the Denver Nuggets in a 7-game series, a series where someone unfortunately had to lose. It's just one of those tough breaks where the series was so competitive and so, intense that you just hated to see the team that had to lose, okay? And unfortunately, Utah Jazz, they came out on the short end, but Donovan Mitchell averaged 36 points per game, 5 rebounds, 5 assists on better than 50% shooting in that series. Unfortunately, someone just had to lose the series, and it was Utah. But I'm sorry, people. I think Utah is a team that is really, really good, and they're going to be a really solid team for a long time, as long as Donovan Mitchell continues to improve upon his game. I think Donovan Mitchell is a really bright young player that has a lot of potential. He's definitely very, very underrated to me, and he's developed himself into potentially being an NBA superstar already up to this point. If he's not an NBA superstar already, he will be very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Please also note that the Juiciest Sports Podcast is not just a YouTube channel. It is available on all podcasting platforms, including Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes, and Apple Podcasts. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this content with all your friends. This podcast is my favorite thing in the entire world right now. It is my passion. I want more people to listen to this podcast. I really want this podcast to grow. Also, a fun fact about me is that I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I am looking to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. And I potentially would like to start my own network if this podcast really truly grows. Or if I fall short of that goal, I would love to work for a big time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. I am open to all networks. So if you believe in my dreams and you see or hear my passion through the screen, be sure to tell all your friends about the Juice Alert Sports Podcast. Stay motivated, you guys. Have a God bless day, and I'm out.